Hi everyone, it's Thursday night, the 23rd of July, and day 205 of Living the Dream. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, my power statement for this morning said this: I will continue studying how to set up a good Facebook ad and take good notes on it so that I can always refer back to it when I have learned how to do a great Facebook ad. It's been a big task and a bit grueling, but I'm enjoying this process of learning again. I spend the day watching and learning about Facebook ads and Ads Manager and how to set it up properly, and that's been quite exciting. Hopefully I'm learning the best way to do it, and once I get it all set up, I'll be excited to hit that button to send it on. So here's my to-do list I had for today right here. 3 highlighted ones, the same thing, has because it's all exactly the same thing. My number one task for today was, once again, to continue studying how to set up a good Facebook ad and take good notes on it, and always refer back to it when I have learned how to do that, so I can do ad after ad after ad, get better and better as I go, and hopefully become an expert. My fun task for today was to continue studying how to set up a good Facebook ad, and in other words, the same thing for fun and the same thing for my exciting task today. We're all the same thing. Next story says, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early, 6:30, bam, and start strong? Win the morning, win the day, cold water, make the bed, go down, read the win the morning, win the day routine, my mindfulness stuff, power. Were you productive throughout your day? Did you get the most important things done? I'm doing it. Did you move your goals forward? Man, if I can become this Facebook expert enough to be successful at it, that is going to be so powerful and will definitely move my goals forward. Did you show up as the person you wanted today? Yes. Fired up and ready to go. And I was present for my wife, Kathleen. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions I asked, were you honest with yourself about the task today, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and the promises you made to yourself this morning? Yes, I kept the promise I made to myself this morning. They were the same ones I've been making for the last 4 days. Learn. I am learning a lot, and I think it's going to be really a great thing when I become an expert. It's going to really come in handy, not only for me, but for when my beginner entrepreneurs ask me how that to do an effective Facebook ad. They're having problems with it. I'll be able to be an authority on that, and I'm looking forward to that. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that the two amigos brought onto the screen of your mind today? And if so, what were they about? Well, of course, always. I always watch my must-see TV 5 favorite movies every morning under my mind, so that it manifests right here in the world of the physical. What's going to happen. This week I have spent the rest of my day, every day, watching YouTube videos and tutorials and doing some practicing, that kind of thing. Next, I asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better? And what's that one thing that would make all the difference going forward? Another way to say it is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow? And even if the day goes sideways doing it, you'd still feel like a success and you've accomplished some great things. What would that one thing be? Once you decide, make it a power statement. Well, the one thing I'm doing and will continue to do, not only for the next few days, but throughout the weeks and months and years to come, is to increase my knowledge and skill set regarding Facebook ads and now YouTube ads. I think this is going to be key to my success going forward and helping my beginner entrepreneurs as well. And so here's my power statement I wrote down for today. For tomorrow, I will become an expert on how to set up a good Facebook ad and how to set up a good YouTube ad. Period. Bam. Done. Next, I'm going to come up with this question. Were there any mistakes or failures I had that I made today that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, no failures today. I didn't have time for that. Nor did I make any mistake because I wasn't doing anything other than study. As I'm simply studying about setting up Facebook ads and learning about YouTube advertising, there hasn't been anything I could turn into a tool of success for now. But like I said, the last 3 or 4 days, I will watch for those times and opportunities to come up with another tool of success for my success toolbox. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? What can I do better? What did I do well? And what am I grateful for? This is the middle one. My biggest success today was all that I learned about Facebook's Ad Manager. It's been so helpful. I'm so glad I found a free resource to teach me. The next step of my end of the day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today another 5. I gave it a 5 because I've chosen specifically to slow things down and work at the speed of 5 so I could learn. All week long I've been taking the time so I can learn the whys and the hows about Facebook advertising and YouTube advertising. So bam, man, I'm loving it. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says humility does not require mediocrity. Let me repeat that. Humility does not require mediocrity. By insisting that you are just this or just that, or that you will never amount to much, in the name of humility, you talk yourself down to a state of non-accomplishment. You program yourself, power into the mind, for mediocrity. Humility requires no such sacrifice. It requires no such waste of life. Humility requires that only no matter what you do, you always recognize that it might have been done better. I could have done better. Or I apologize, or I'm sorry, I was wrong. That's humility. That you remain aware that your life on earth is temporary, and that those who occupy the planet with you has just as much right to be here as you do. That's humility. Next, again, I'm grateful for the law of mediocrity that teaches what not to do or what not to be. Like I did last night, I want to talk about it again. And here's why. It is only our tendency not to utilize all the potential we possess, against which we must constantly fight. Fight that. Use our best. Success is not something that must be deserved or earned. It is more an inherent right, an inherent responsibility, a better word. The only qualification for success is that you be you, authentic you, the you were meant to be, that you utilize whatever combination of talent or talents you possess to the fullest extent possible. So I ask you, do you deserve success? Well, of course you do. You deserve nothing less than success. You deserve it. I've always said that. Next, I'm grateful for Oprah Winfrey, who said this: you know you are on the road to success if you would do your job and not be paid for it. Oh, it took me a few years to come to this realization. It wasn't until I quit chasing the money as part of it, always had to be tied to money, and started chasing the dream, the vision, my why, that I found what I loved and what I would do even if I wasn't paid for it. This coaching spent my life helping small business. Now to help beginner entrepreneurs start a business of their own, succeed, is so exciting to me. And this sense of passion is definitely a part of living the dream. That's a great quote to end the day on. Again, I'll be back here tomorrow night at my laptop, sharing my feelings, telling my story, continuing my journey to business alignment. And until then, I wish you all continued success. Good night.